Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm doing a full day of eating today. As you guys saw this morning, I started my day with my rice cake with peanut butter, my pre-workout, and my greens and collagen. Right now I don't have my mixer that I usually use, so I had to mix my greens and collagen with a fork, and it just is not the same. It does not mix as well, and it's really hard to do. So also with my protein, I usually use my BOWMAR cup and use my mixer, but I have to use like an actual shaker cup until I get my new mixer in. I did order a new one from BOWMAR, so I'm waiting on that to come in. Hopefully I get that. I think I'm supposed to get it like either today or tomorrow, because I'm also getting more strawberry protein for Kyle and also the new nut butter sugar cookie for Christmas. So that's what's going on. So I'm gonna have my protein today. I'm having the vegan chocolate almond coconut from BOWMAR. So I'm going to have this. I just got home from my workout and I'm just gonna pour some water in here for my protein. I'm gonna drink this. While I drink this, I usually get Kyle's stuff together for his day. So I just turned the Keurig on, so that was that noise. You guys would probably hear that. So I'll get like his coffee together, his breakfast, and the stuff that he takes with him for like snacks on the way to work. And then I'm also going to make my essentials so that when I start working, I can sip on those. I have been putting them in this cup. This is a BOWMAR cup and I absolutely love it. First of all, it's really cute. Look at this pattern. And it has two like top attachments. So this one's a straw and then the other one is just like a normal top that you can drink out of. So I've been putting my essentials in here because I like using a straw. So I've been doing this for work and when I work from home. So I just fill this with water. I have my essentials every day. I usually have mine in the morning and I'll drink them before I eat my breakfast. So I will have my protein shake after the gym and then I will get ready for work, whether I'm going into the office or I'm working from home. I get ready for work and then once I start working, I start drinking my essentials. Once I'm done with that, usually by then I'm like ready for breakfast. So that's what I've been doing. I do the same thing if I go into the office. Once I get into the office, then I start drinking my essentials. Sometimes I'll drink them on my way there because it takes like an hour to get there. So I like to sip on something while I'm driving. Flavor that I use every single day is the lemonade iced tea flavor. Also, you guys don't have to drink this in the morning or like around your workout, intra-workout. It kind of doesn't matter. You can drink it whenever you want, really, whenever works best for you. Same thing with the greens and the collagen. I just prefer to take mine in the morning on an empty stomach just because that's what works best for me, and it's just like a part of my routine. And I have like a set morning routine, and if I like do something in the morning, then it's like more likely to become a habit for me, just because I'm really like on top of my game in the mornings, just because I'm such a morning person. I know everyone isn't like that. Some people, they have more of like a night routine, so if you prefer to do that, then do that. Do whatever works best for you, but you don't have to take the greens, collagen, and essentials in the morning. That's just what I do. And you can do them all together, like the clear skin cocktail. I definitely recommend buying them in the clear skin cocktail package because it's cheaper to do that than buying everything separately. But you do not have to put them together. I've been doing them separate just because I like the taste of the essentials on their own, especially since I'm still using the old greens. They have like kind of a weird taste to them and I don't really like the flavor of them. I like the new greens with the lemon flavor, so those mix well with the lemonade iced tea essentials, but not all of the flavors do. So I just prefer to have my essentials separately and drink my greens and collagen together and just chug it because I don't think it tastes great, but has good benefits. So I'm gonna drink this and get ready for work. I have calls from like 8:30 until like 11. So I'm not going to be able to eat until later. Actually, maybe I'm done at like 10:30. Whatever. 10:30, 11, around there. So I know I'm not gonna be able to make like my full breakfast until later on. So I'm gonna make like a little protein shake right now, like a protein smoothie kind of thing, to hold me over until then because I'm getting hungry. So it's the one that I've done before. It's the like coffee smoothie that I make. I'm not gonna put coffee in it today because I'm gonna make like an actual coffee later. I am gonna put this, which has like a little bit of caffeine in it, but nothing crazy. So have my little NutriBullet thing. Frozen banana, I just put them in, like I just snap them in half and put them in the freezer. So I'm just doing half of a frozen banana, and then I'm gonna put some ice in here. The more ice that you do, the more volume it'll be, and then the frozen banana adds like a little bit of like creaminess to it. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do this next. This is the Dr. Smoothie Kona Mocha. So I do 1/4 of a cup of this. I just got this off of Amazon, so you can get this big bag on Amazon. I do like a little bit under 1/4 of a cup. So we're gonna add that in. And then I'm gonna do 1 scoop of my BOWMAR protein cinnamon roll. This flavor is the best for like protein smoothies and oats. I usually have like 2 scoops of protein a day. I have my protein after the gym, and then I usually do a scoop of this like either with the smoothie or my oatmeal, just because otherwise I would not get enough protein in. And then I'm gonna do 1/4 of a cup of this milk, and then the rest I'll add in water. And then usually when I do put coffee in it, I'll do my cold brew, and my cold brew will be my only liquid. So that's usually like a cup of cold brew. So if you want to do cold brew, it's really good. But since I'm gonna have coffee later, if I had cold brew now plus my pre-workout in the morning plus a coffee later, then I would just be like insanely caffeinated. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of water in this so that it mixes easier. I just kind of eyeball it until I think it looks like it will mix. And now we just blend. And this is the final product. It's like a ice cream kind of consistency almost, but it's really good. High volume, high protein, not that many ingredients, and delicious. It is a little while later. Like I said, I knew I wasn't gonna be able to have like breakfast at breakfast time just with my calls that I had today. So it's kind of like brunch. It's like 11. So I probably will have like a little something a little bit later for like a late lunch. But right now I am having 2 slices of Dave's Killer Bread. So this is the one that I use, the Dave Killer Bread, and the whole grain seed one. So I have 2 slices of that. On the one, I just have natural peanut butter from Target with strawberries sliced on top. It's kind of like a peanut butter jelly type of vibe. And then on this one, I have 1/3 of an avocado with everything but the bagel seasoning and a whole egg. So I'm gonna eat this for my brunch, and I'll see you guys next time I eat something. Okay, this is super random, but I'm like a little bit hungry still. So I'm gonna heat up this bone broth. So this is what I get, the Swanson chicken bone broth. It's really good. It has 9 grams of protein. It has collagen in it. Really good for you. And it's just good when it's cold, like it is now. So you just shake it up, put it in the microwave for a minute, I think. Yeah, a minute. And then you just sip on it, and it tastes like chicken noodle soup. So I like to have these. I think they're good. They're good when it's cold, and I need something that I can have when I have like calls, because I'm not like eating, I'm drinking it. But it still gives you kind of like a full feeling. So I'm gonna have this now. I ended up getting hungry again, so I made a full lunch. I didn't think I was gonna have a full lunch, but I'm kind of hungry. So what we got is, all right, so I have some barbecue chicken that I cooked last week for meal prep, well, Sunday.
some peas, and then some of these potatoes. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of, I can't believe it's not butter, on the potatoes and the peas. This is a great hack if you want some butter or some seasoning or something on your food, especially like veggies, because it is 0 calories, 0 carb, 0 fat, 0 protein, 0 everything. So it's good to add, and then you don't have to track it either. So I'm going to eat this now for a little bit of a late lunch. Ended up getting too full to finish, so I ate everything but 2 of my potatoes. How I always eat my meals, which this helps me a ton, is I start with my veggies. So I'll eat whatever my veggie is first, and then I'll eat my protein, and then I eat my carb last, just so that I can make sure I'm getting my veggies in and I'm getting enough protein in throughout the day, because it's hard for me to get a lot of protein in. So that's always the second thing that I focus on, and then my carbs last, because I can always get carbs in later if I need to, with something that's like higher carb or calorie or something like that if I'm low on carbs. So just a little tip for you: if you eat your meals like that, eat your veggies first, then your protein, then your carb source. Wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on what I'm doing food wise and workout wise with my mini cut. So I'm doing a mini cut. It'll be like 3 weeks total that I'll be on it. I have the rest of this week and then next week left. And then after that, I will be probably doing like a full cut, because we're getting married. I don't know when exactly I'll start the cut. It'll depend on when we decide to get married, but I will be cutting in the future. My bulk is now over, so I will maintain until I decide to fully cut. But what I'm doing right now and what I will do when I decide to fully cut, I don't like to be too like crazy or strict with cuts. I might loosely track my macros just to make sure I'm getting enough protein in. Like I said earlier, that's like my #1 thing that's like hard for me, is getting enough protein. So I do like to track that just to ensure that I'm getting enough protein in. Especially when you're cutting, it's very important to still get your protein in, because that is what will help you maintain the most amount of muscle that you can during a cut. It also helps keep you full and satiated by having protein sources. Anyways, so right now I'm just focusing on eating more whole foods instead of processed foods. Prior to this, when I was bulking, I was eating a lot of like traditionally like unhealthy foods, just because I had a lot of calories to hit, and I tend to like get full easily, I think. It depends on what the food is. If I'm eating pizza, I'll eat like 5 slices of pizza and be fine. But I do get full quick, and I don't like to force myself to eat. So I was having like a lot of cereal, Pop-Tart bites. I found a huge love for Pop-Tart bites, which I will still probably eat because they're just really good. But I was eating a lot of processed foods and not focusing as much on like fruits and veggies and all of that good stuff, which I should, but it happens to everyone. So that's what I'm focusing on now, getting more whole foods in, making sure my meals are more balanced with a protein and veggies. Really, those are like my 2 main things I'm focusing on. And yeah, so just cleaning up my diet a little bit, focusing on eating more whole foods, making sure that I have like well-rounded meals. It is much later. I ended up falling asleep on the couch for a little bit. It's only like 5. So there's that, but I'm hungry now. So I made dinner. I have a Caesar salad right here. So this is from one of the Good and Gather from Target kits. So I have half of one of those bags of salad. And then this is beef stroganoff. So it's just beef broth, seasonings and egg noodles. So I made that this weekend for meal prep too. So I'm going to eat this for dinner now, and then I just have my water. And then for water intake, I drink at least 2 of these hydro jugs a day. Usually I'll have like 2.5, some days 3 on a good day, but at least 2 a day. It's time for dessert now. I wanted something sweet, so I'm making a cinnamon roll BOWMAR protein mug cake. So all you do is do 2 tablespoons of either water or milk. So you can do either. I prefer to do milk, so I use my milk that I use all the time, and then you just mix it up. So this is what it looks like when you mix, and then I'm gonna put it in the microwave for 30 seconds and then show you guys. And I'm using the BOWMAR cream cheese protein icing. So I'll put that on top, and then I usually eat like the top layer and then put more on for the second half.